Come on in. Go on in, off you go. Hi, welcome to another video. So I'm just going to do it's a nice day today, so I'm going to do some article search training with my dog. And there was someone that asked me to do a video on what type of sites you do as a dog handler. So we'll cover a bit of that in this video. Like I say, I'm just going to do a little bit of training, and yeah, we'll go from there and see how we get on. My next question for this video is, when you are doing your grooming and your daily checks, you're looking for certain things with the dog, and they call it AIM, A-I-M. Can you tell me what A, I and M stand for? So when you do your grooming, there's a name to it. What are them three things? And I feel like article search is something that dog handlers, they do train and they do it, but I feel like it's not appreciated on how helpful it actually can be. So if I was going to give advice to people that do this, is make sure you do concentrate on article search, and you haven't got a dog that just bites people or just detects people. Try and get yourself an all-round dog so that you can, if you lose your wallet, be able to get your dog to go and find it. It's, like I say, I think it's quite underappreciated, and it was something that when I started, I really wanted to get this one down, to try and have a complete dog rather than just like a biting dog or just a detection dog, etc. So I've just thrown some out, but what I'll do is I'll go for a quick walk just so that he has time to forget where they are. A bit like the one I showed you, he kind of remembered where it was, although he sort of tracked around a little bit. So we'll just go for a bit of a walk. So what kind of sites do you work on as a security dog handler? Now, the answer is there isn't anything specific that you will and won't work. So with man guarding or guarding of a site, if they send someone there just as a mobile or someone on their own, then what companies have to do is they have to offer facilities. So that would be a toilet, that would be maybe a cabin, in order for that person to be able to be accommodated for that amount of time. With security dog handlers, you're meant to be sort of self-sufficient. So they don't have to offer you toilets, they don't have to offer you a cabin. And basically that's why the security dog industry is getting as big as it is. Because if you say to a customer, look, we can send someone down and it's going to cost you X amount an hour. Oh, by the way, you need to power a toilet and a cabin for him the whole time you're not there. People are going to say, well, I don't really want to do that. So then what they say is okay, we can get a dog handler there. He's self-sufficient. You can turn all your generators off when you leave, and you won't have the extra charge, and it's X amount of money. That's why security dog handling is becoming so big. It's because the end price for the customer is less because they don't have to accommodate. And a couple of funny ones that I've heard. So there's been some people that have been asked to go into the middle of a field and look after a tractor for a night. Literally middle of the field, middle of nowhere, just said, right, that's your tractor, look after that. There was another dog handler I know, got his information through, said like, this is the address, you've got to go and look after this, some stuff here. Went down there, turned out to be a set of temporary traffic lights on some roadworks in the middle of a high street, and his job was to sit there all night in this high street and make sure that the temporary traffic lights and the roadworks never got stolen. Yep. Alright, find. What's that? Oh, you got a screwdriver? Oh, thank you very much. Good boy. Okay, here. Right, there's 3 more. Find. What you got there? Oh, have you found my wallet? Oh, you good boy. Well done. Yep. Fine. What you got now? Where is it? Show me. Show. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Oh, good boy. Well done, mate. Yep. Yep. Right, there's one more. Fine. Find it. Where is it? Oh, what you found now? Oh, you found you found my phone? Go on then, go and get your ball. I'm telling you, it's underrated. So what would be your typical kind of sites that you will look after as a security dog handler? Now, as far as I've been aware, or the kind of stuff that I've seen, you're talking things like derelict buildings, building sites. I know that there's, most of it's insurance, so there is a part of insurances where when houses are being built and the timber is open to the elements, the insurance companies ask them that they have it manned 24/7 in case the timber catches fire. So for that, a lot of the time that they'll send dog handlers down there, because on building sites there's obviously high priced items, and let's say, for argument's sake, diggers, etc. It's not likely, but it's more likely that sites will be targeted for theft on there. So what they do normally is they'll put a security dog handler team there. So like I say, derelict sites, building sites, but most of it is stuff where there's a high risk of theft or there's high value items. But there was a site that I was working on before this one, and it was quite a low risk site. There was not much really going on. They had just a static there, so it was just a person on his own without a dog, and basically all he had to do was, once the five-a-side football and all that had finished, he just basically locked the gate up, and that was him locked in then, and then he just sat there for himself. And on one of the nights there was a couple of cars hanging around, and he asked them to move on because he wanted to lock the gates. It was about 11 p.m, something around that time, 10:30, 11 p.m. And the people in the cars became aggressive. They attacked him, nicked his car keys, and whilst he was trying to sort himself out, the van ended up getting stolen. So after that they decided, okay, well, if that's the kind of people that are coming to this place, we'll put a security dog team there. So then all of a sudden it was a man and a dog, and funnily enough they've had no incidents since, because not many people are going to argue with a dog. Sorry, he was just doing a number 2. So if you ask me what sites, it's a variety of sites. It all depends on whether there's going to be things like toilets there. You have to remember, if you get into this, most of the time and most of the sites that you go to, there won't be facilities where you can use the toilets, a kitchen, there won't be a cabin. So when it comes to November, December, you are going to have to look after yourself in terms of making sure you're warm, making sure that you've got shelter from snow, rain, the wind, the cold, etc. So I hope that answers some of your questions, or your question on what kind of sites you do. It's very generic. Like I say, most of it's kind of safety, but there more companies are going to dog rather than just static people now, because of the safety aspect. The dog handler can be on his own, where statics you may have to have 2, and it's easier for the company to sell it to the client, because they don't have to provide anything for you. You should be self-proficient. I don't even know what word that is. Is it sufficient or proficient? Don't know. So my answer to my question on this, the aim of doing your checks and when you're grooming your dog. So A stands for abnormalities. So abnormalities is something that's abnormal, not normally there. Maybe it's a lump, maybe it's a tuft of hair that's fallen out, etc. I is injuries, which is obviously cuts, things like that. So your dog may have a cut that wasn't there earlier, or a cut that wasn't there the day before. And then the last one's medical problems. So any medical problems that maybe wasn't there, or if there is a medical problem that you know, every day just keep checking it and just making sure it's not getting worse. If it is getting worse, then maybe organising getting to a vet, or speaking to a vet saying it's not getting any better, etc. So I hope you like this video. Like I say, it's quite a tough one because there is no real answer to it, but there's maybe a couple of examples of sites that you're doing and reasons why I think dog handling is becoming so big, and a lot of companies are now looking for more dog handlers. It's because it's an easier sell to the client, and there is times where you can just have one dog handler on a site rather than employing 2 people to do the same job. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below for more videos, and I'll see you again next week for another video. Cheers for watching, see you later, bye.